Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? It's been a while since I put a video up. I figured I'd do another one. Get it started again. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, but hey, gotta start the hustle somewhere, right? So, kind of wanted to put an explanation out there on why no videos for a few months. I did kind of slowly put out a few videos just towards the beginning of my hiatus, but the videos kind of dropped off for a little bit. I just kind of wanted to explain that a little bit. And then get into some opinions, because that's what we do over here. And then thank some of the members over at Pulse headquarters, because, you know, them guys' cats are pretty cool. So, first topic. Ooh, new nipple light. New, right there. New nipple light. So, first things first, getting the elephant in the room out of the room. So, I took my hiatus roughly around the time my mom started getting pretty sick. Some people will know, some people won't. My mom wound up passing away on Mother's Day, and I just kind of flatline took a break. That way none of my videos would be, you know, hate-filled and hurtful towards anybody. Not that it was anybody's fault. A reflection. I'm sitting over here playing Warframe. That way there's no, like, hate towards anybody. I noticed for a while there, I started attacking, you know, some organization members. Not that I'm personally part of an organization. Everybody knows my standpoint on them. But I mean, if I ever got the chance, I'd probably join up with Pulse headquarters. They seem to be doing a lot of really good moves, and the community that they've built around themselves are pretty good. I do want to give a shout out to a few people. Tricky, just for being there, you know, kind of what, you know, talking and everything. Miss Kayla, No Limbs, E-Money. There's a few other people I was gonna name. And see, this is why you always should sometimes do a script. Like I said, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's still sleeping, so lights are off and everything. The only light I got, like I said, is my TV light. You know us over here, we ain't professionals. But I mean, I still dipped in and out of people's streams. I've been watching E-Money or E-A-M Destiny. I don't know how to pronounce his Twitch name. I'll put his Twitch down in the description when I find it. I just want to make sure I get permission from everybody first. Like I said, Miss Kayla, for, you know, even just going out of their way to donate. I know it's a lot of days it's hard. Oh, the beard's gone too. That's a thing that happened. But yeah, I didn't want to dwell on that topic too much. Yeah, alright, so let's move off of that topic and let's get into some, well, you know, what this channel is based around. Let's get into some opinions. I got some gaming opinions that I want to cover. I got some political opinions I want to cover. And then the big, you know, virus that shall not be named opinions that I want to cover. And this is basically going to be going back to our normal scheduling, starting tomorrow. You know, we'll have our opinion Mondays, Tuesdays upload will probably be a little bit later in the afternoon because I want to check out the Destiny stream. I might put a video out before that starts. I gotta get in and figure out what time it starts. But alright, let's get into the opinion part of the video. You know, the opinions. Now remember, these are my opinions. If you get hurt about my opinions, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. We're not sorry over here. So, first opinion. And is going to be PS5 versus Xbox. Now, I've had some time to play on both consoles. Actually, all three of the next generation consoles I played on the PS5. That's what I'm playing on right now. And got my bad boy right here. I've played on Xbox. Got that bad boy right here. Yep, played on Nintendo Switch. Got that bad boy right here. So, I mean, I believe I'm in a standpoint to give my opinions on all three consoles. So, I'm going to start it like this. We're going to go in alphabetical order, starting with the Nintendo Switch. Nothing really bad you can say about the Nintendo Switch. Games are good. I mean, the community around the Nintendo Switch, it's got a really big cult following for games like Super Smash Brothers, Hades. I just got to play that on my Xbox, and let me tell you, that game's I love my roguelikes, but that one's going to take me a little bit of time to get into. I mean, it's not a bad game. The Nintendo Switch is not a bad console, is what I meant to say. It's a really good console for what it's worth. Like, I mean, if I'm wanting to just watch YouTube or watch some streams up on the big screen, but I still want a game at the same time, the Nintendo Switch is perfect for that. Now, going down from the list, let's go to the PS5. There's not much I can really say negative about the PS5 either. I mean, I got my exclusives that I play on the PS5. I mean, a lot of games that I play on the PS5 are all cross-platform games, but there's just the community and everything around Sony is so much bigger. And now I know I'm going to get castrated for this opinion, but it's a lot better than Xbox. I find that there's more help and more of a gaming community on Sony. Now I'm not saying Xbox is not gaming. I've got a lot of positives for Xbox too. So, but for PlayStation, it's like I play Warframe, and I've been back on, the PS5 for let's say it'll be a week on Friday. No, it'll be a week on. No, it'll be 2 weeks Friday. It'll be some amount of time. And I mean, the community has welcomed me back like I never left. Like my Destiny 2 community, Warframe community. I've gotten into Tribes of Midgard. If you haven't played that game, it's amazing. The Call of Duty. Not really part of any communities for Call of Duty. I just play that one when I want to shoot stuff and not really have an objective. It's just there's so much about the PlayStation 5 that the Xbox doesn't do that I love. When it comes to accessories and all of that other good stuff, I mean, it's there. The adaptive feedback controller. I mean, playing Warframe, if I'm running around with a bow, you feel it. The different kinds of weapons, their kicks, and all that. I love it. Now let's go to the Xbox. Now, the Xbox is a little different for me. The Xbox has allowed me to play a lot more games that I probably would have never touched due to Game Pass. The fact that I was able to play Outriders without spending the $60 on it. I mean, because if I would have spent $60 on that, I'd have probably been one angry, customer because of all the bugs and everything like that. Everybody gets where all that came from. I mean, if you've been around YouTube, you've been around Reddit, you've been around any social media platform, everybody knows how bad Outriders launch was. It was bad. It got me to play games like Undermine, all the Halo games that I missed out on. Like I grew up on 1 through 3. Never really finished Halo 4. It allowed me to finish Halo 4. I never really finished. I never really played any more of the Halo games. It allowed me to play those. It allowed me to finish Dragon Age Inquisition. It allowed me to play just games that I that aren't normally on my library, especially indie games. That's where, like I said, Xbox has got stuff that PlayStation doesn't have. Then when it comes to indie games, Xbox gets it. Xbox gets it. There's a really big market for the small developer, and games like Subnautica, games like, oh god, indie games where I don't even know where I can start. There's so many, and I love them. Stardew Valley. Um, there's so much more. I just can't think of all of them, and I've played a lot of them. But I mean, I can't. Okay, so I can't say PlayStation doesn't get indie games because on PlayStation I've been playing. What's the name of the game? My PlayStation's right there. I could literally just go look, but I don't want to. Um, Not Nexomon. I played Nexomon on Xbox. It's kind of like Nexomon. It's kind of like Pokemon. Temtem. Temtem. PlayStation has Temtem, which is a game that I got really excited for. And then when I bought my PS5, a few months down the road, or a few months back, and I saw it on there, it was one of the exclusives I had to pick up because I was like, well, it's not an exclusive, but one of in the console world, it's an exclusive to PlayStation. And I had to pick it up because it's like, oh crap, I watched a lot of YouTubers play this, and it was a game that I was really into. So I had to pick it up, but it's just like those indie titles. It's those that are starting to sell consoles. Like if PlayStation were to be like, hey Nintendo, we'll give you $500 billion if you'll let us release Pokemon, Super Smash Brothers, and Mario Kart. I know a lot of people thought I was going to say something else. Legend of Zelda does not belong on a PlayStation. I mean, PlayStation would be in there. Like, that's what PlayStation's not understanding. That's what Sony needs to open their eyes about, is Microsoft is buying these developers and these studios. Sony is buying these blockbusters, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining when it comes to blockbusters. I love blockbuster titles. I've played Horizon Zero Dawn. I've played Outlast 1 and 2. I've played I still have to play Ratchet and Clank. Demon Souls I've played. I have not beaten it. Don't castrate me for that either. Dark Souls is one of those games I like to take my time on because I'm a very angry gamer. But it works. But no, I mean, I know I said I had other topics I wanted to cover in this video, but I'll just stick this video to gaming related. Maybe later today or tomorrow I'll do my, real world, gaming as real world. I'll do my otherworldly opinions. Because I mean the video is almost coming up to 15 minutes long, and that's normally where I keep my videos at, is about 15 minutes. That way people have got a sense of who I am, a sense of how I talk, and a sense of my opinions and how deep they are. But no, so when it comes to Xbox, when it comes to PlayStation, when it comes to Nintendo, I'm not going to include PC because I'm not a big PC gamer. Have I played PC games? Yes. PC, I believe, is in their own market and should not be compared to the console market. With that being said, when it comes to the 3 consoles that I have in my household right now, my PlayStation, my Xbox, and my Nintendo Switch, it all depends on your personal opinion, where you're going to play, what you're trying to play, and how you're trying to play it. I think the Nintendo Switch is best played handheld. I think the PlayStation is best played blockbusters and with friends. I think the Xbox is best played with their exclusive and friends. I mean, it just depends on where your friends are, where you're going to have fun. I've never been one for console wars. I've never been one for anything like that. I just don't think it makes sense. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you have a $500 console, a $400 console, and a Nintendo Switch, however much the Nintendo Switch is. I haven't bought a Nintendo Switch in a while. I know they were pretty hard to get there during the pandemic, but yeah. But yeah, so the video is coming up to be 15 minutes, so I kind of want to cut it off here. You know who it is. It's your boy, Tech, the Lion's Den, the one they call Lannister. And, you know, yeah, over here on this YouTube channel, we just rattle off opinions and we know things. If you feel like the video worked for you, kudos, drop a comment and let me know what you want me to talk about next. If you feel like dropping a subscription, you can, not like paid subscription, it's free to you. It helps the channel, so, my opinions can get out there to more people. Don't have to, though. I mean, if you feel like sharing, hey, who knows? I've got a catalog of videos that you can watch with other of my opinions. Some of them a little bit more upbeat than this, and some of them, a little bit more, I'd say a little bit more aggressive with my opinions. But yeah, peace.